Hi guys and welcome to my channel. My name is Nomti and please do stay tuned if you're interested in seeing how I achieve this easy everyday look that I usually wear to work. I believe that this is very beginner friendly and of course let's jump straight into it. As you can see, I've already brushed up my eyebrows and I'm now filling them in with a pencil. This pencil is from Avon. It is, I believe it's called True Trend Color, something along those lines. I will be linking all the products that I'm using today in this video in the description section, so don't you worry. I like to just brush out my eyebrows after I have filled them in, just so that it's not a thick, dark eyebrow. I somehow got the editing wrong for this video, but I am using LA Girl Pro Concealer just to conceal and shape the eyebrow the way that I needed to. And like I said, I will link all of the products that I've used in the description box below. And of course, guys, this is a learning curve for me, so please do leave your comments below. Give me advice, give me your feedback. All comments are welcome, just nothing too rude, of course. Be nice to the girl. Of course, I am using a angled brush to do this. This brush is also from Avon. And then the brush with the gold trim right there is actually a Elizabeth Arden brush. It's one of those that you get in a kit, like when you buy a makeup kit that comes with like shadows and a mascara and all of those things. I don't know what it's called. It's basically just a flat, thick brush that I use to clean up the area around the the eyebrows. I actually lost this brush right after I recorded this video. Weird enough, right? Right after I've shaped and cleaned up around my eyebrow, I like to just feather out the beginning part of the eyebrow just to try and give a bit of a natural look, and also just so that the eyebrows don't look too boxed there in the beginning. Dolls, please do forgive me. I somehow edited out or cut out, if I may say, the part where I put on the primer. I did use a primer. I used Maybelline New Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser, which is a very lightweight primer, and it's just the best for my skin. And now I'm just going over my dark marks with a concealer. I'm using the Insta Concealer and Contour palette from Rimmel London. It's just the Conceal shade in the middle. Like I said, I will have links to all of these products in the description box below. For foundation, I am using Maybelline Superstay 24 Hour Full Coverage Foundation. I really am loving this foundation because for me it just gives me the best coverage, and as you can see, I'm just gonna speed through because this is quite the process. I am in the shade 58 True Caramel in this foundation, and that's the one that I've always used. And I know it really does look a little bit light or ghosty or gray on my skin, but I really think it's probably because of the lighting, because I was using natural light on this day it doesn't look like this when you take pictures or when you are in the sunlight. So I'm not sure what was happening there. I believe it was the lighting. But like I said, guys, my very first video, please bear with me. We will get there. We will get there eventually, darlings. We're gonna get there. I am using my Real Techniques brush. I'm not sure what this brush is called, to be honest. It's a foundation brush. Uh, and yeah, that's all I can tell you about it, that it's from Real Techniques. And for concealer, I'm gonna go back again with my LA Girl HD Conceal in the shade medium beige, just to highlight under eyes, and of course, you know, the middle of my forehead, on my nose, my chin, just to give us that bit of highlight. Try to let this sit for a little bit. This is a trick that I've seen on so many beauty bloggers. Yes, look at me trying to feel myself. My beauty blender is very dirty. Please forgive me for that. I couldn't find the clean one. I just really have a thing for misplacing things. Um, I'm just gonna go ahead and blend that out under my eyes. Blend, 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 so that it gives, you know, that a nice highlight shade. I tried to be very quick about this, but I don't think that happened. I tried to avoid this video being too long and me rambling too much, because I tend to do that. I tend to ramble a lot. So please let me know in the description box below if you would like me to actually be speaking live. Is it live? Well, while I'm recording. I just thought that it would be quicker if I do the makeup and record the voiceover afterwards. But like I said, all feedback is welcome. Do let me know. I'm all for trying all things. Like I said, this is a very new for me. Still learning, still trying to figure it out. But yeah, to set my concealer under my eyes, I am using Makeup Revolution Luxury Powder in Banana. Just try to scoop that out on like a mirror. And I didn't really bake. I just sort of like used it to set that concealer, to set it nicely. Yeah, I didn't let it sit for too long. I just, you know, put some there, there, and there, so that it can just set that concealer so it stays in place, honey, throughout the day. Please don't mind the thing that's happening with my tongue when I'm concentrating. It just happens. It's happened to me ever since I was a child. I don't know how to stop it, but anyways, we shall move on from that, right? So I'm gonna just go ahead and dust the before I dust the powder off, I'm going to just powder conceal. And I'm not sure why I didn't show this in the video. I'm using my Maybelline Must Bronze color and highlighting kit, and I'm using I'm not even sure which shade it is actually, but it's basically just a nice dark, it's not a darkish, it's a brown, let me just call it a brown, and just, you know, so I like to powder contour because, like I said, this is just a simple everyday look. I believe that this is very beginner friendly, but yeah. And now I'm just gonna dust off that setting powder under our eyes and our chin and everywhere else where we have put that powder. I'm not sure what was going on there. Something was on my nose, I guess. Apologies for that. Always gotta check. So I think I had a bit of creasing on my eyes, so I just decided to use my finger. I don't really use eyeshadow in this look. Like I said, this is just the everyday look that I wear to the office. I went back into the Master Bronze color and highlighting kit, or palette if you may call it, and I just used, I think it was the shimmery shade. Again, I'm not too sure. I think it's the bronzing shade. I just go into my whole eyelid, like it's not even very strategic. I'm just using a fluffy brush. Um, it's a blending brush that I got at Dischem. I'm not too, I can't remember what the brand is, but I remember I got it at Dischem. Just to go over my lids with that, with the brown, and then also just a little bit of the shimmery bronzing shade. I don't go too deep in with that. It's just to give a little bit of, I don't want to say dimension, but just to give a bit of color. And then I get to my highlight shade, and I use that just at, at the arch of my eyebrows, just to give a little bit of a pop. I try not to go too crazy with this, because sometimes I do put on way too much. I will admit myself. And then now I'm gonna go in with that bronze. I think it's the bronzing shade. It's like a bit of a shimmery shade. I go back into that shade and I actually use it as a bit of a blush, because like I said, it's just the everyday simple going to work look. It's not too glam in any way, so I use that as like sort of like a bronzer slash blush. And I kid you not, when you put on your highlighter, it makes it pop even more. For mascara today, I am using a Avon mascara. It's the Mark Big and Extreme mascara. Sorry for the fact that I'm looking down. This is how I put on mascara so that I don't get some on my eyelids. I like to look down and then just like try to coat as much, coat my lashes as much as I can. I do have sort of kind of, in a way, sort of longish lashes, so I try to just put on a lot of mascara, and then I just love the way they look. I don't wear lashes at work, but if you do want to add lashes to this look, obviously it will look amazing. But as for me, I just do the mascara, and when I say I do the mascara, I mean tons and tons and tons of mascara, darling. Do you see that? Look at the lash. I didn't show what kind of a brush this is, but this is just like a typical big mascara brush. It's the one with like it's not the plastic bristles. It's the one that, well, they are all plastic, but I don't know if you guys get what I'm trying to say. I will have a link down in the description box, like I said, so hopefully you can be able to check it out. It's a very good mascara, I don't even want to lie. It really is good to use. I could have actually gone in with more mascara, but oh, I did. And then I like to also coat my bottom lashes, just for that, that look, that one, that nice. So that's what I'm just doing here. I like to be very careful, because sometimes I always mess it up for some reason when I'm coating my bottom lashes. It's always a problem. But yeah, I just thought I'd go in with a little bit more. A little bit more. Like I said, when I'm not wearing lashes, when I'm not wearing falsies, I like to go ham with my mascara. I'm so sorry I cut that part out. So I did go ahead and put some setting spray. And now for the lips, or I think I skipped right through to the oh, there we go. Sorry, I thought I skipped the highlighter. I thought I forgot to put on highlighter. So I just went back into the Master Bronze color and highlighting kit, and this tier highlighter, darling. Do not be sleeping on this Maybelline palette. The highlighter is the one. I love it, especially for an everyday work look. I mean, you don't want to be, blinding your bosses with your highlighter. So this gives like a nice subtle highlight. I actually just realized that I forgot to contour my nose. I usually do, but oh well. Now that we're here, just put some on the nose. And my nose has this bit of a pointy part, if you can call it. And yeah, this is that's what I like to do, and that's how I like to put on my highlighter. I don't even know why I put highlighter on my chin, but I don't know. I saw it on someone's makeup tutorial, and I've been doing it ever since, and I think it does the job. Look at that highlight, honey. And that is it for this video, guys. Look at me ending the video early. So I'm lining my lips with just a brown liner. I can't even remember where this liner is from, actually. As you can tell from the size, it has lived its life. I went in with my Revlon matte lipstick. I believe that this shade is called Superstar Brown, but like I said, I will be linking down all the products that I used today in the description box. And bear with me, guys, I'm sure I'll get better at this, but that is the final look. And this is the look that I like to wear just on a typical day in the office. I feel like it's not too glam, but it's not too dialed down. If you enjoyed this video, please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And until my next video, I hope that you enjoyed this one. Bye, dolls.